Hey guys, so this has to be one of my more supernatural videos, or at least one of my top 5, because this was July 5th, 2022, and we're about 5 months into my gang stalking experience. This was in Texas, and I was waiting for orders in the same spot I sat in every single day, right outside of Chick-fil-A, as you can see. And I was actually doing a video about the chemtrails. They would always post do these chemtrail, like X marks the spot type of thing over me. And I was doing a video about that because they were spraying them as I was doing the video. And I noticed this, as you see on the screen, this bullet, like it was not a plane. It was weird, right? And it went through the clouds the first time. This video was actually 22 minutes long, but I edited it and cut it down to about 9 or 10. So I had a lot of footage of this. So about the first minute and a half of the video, you see this little bullet, and then it kind of went away, and then it came back. And as I'm sitting there doing this, and I decided to mute this video because I was talking about, why they do the chemtrails and how it ties in with God and the devil and the reptilians and all kinds of stuff. And I decided to mute it so that I can talk about this instead, because that really didn't have anything to do with the gang stalking. It's more for my other channel. So, and then you see this come back again. Now, this was probably about, I would say about 7 to 8 minutes into the video. Because like I said, the video was about 22 minutes long, but I shortened it. So I'm sitting there going, what is this thing? So it came out first, and then, 7 minutes had passed, and then it comes back again. And it always came from the right side. And it looked like it was just going and making a big loop, but it wasn't going from the back of me, right? So it looked like it was just going through the clouds and then starting back over to the right-hand side, and then going through the clouds and then starting back over again. It did this, I don't even know how many times. And this is also where the demonic simulation, I believe, plays a huge role with this gang stalking experience. And I have a really good download of video, a download that the Holy Spirit gave me that I'm going to release about the demonic simulation that we are in. And it is quite amazing. And the Holy Spirit gave me really good revelation on and it helped me really understand how they are able to do some of the things that they do to us targeted individuals. And it really helped bring everything full circle for me. And this was once I got down here to my new state. Actually, this wasn't even that long ago. This was probably maybe about 2, maybe 3 months ago, once I got here. So this was still back in Texas. So I really wasn't kind of like putting things together that had to do with that. But this is one of those crazy days. And I would also like to say that this was also like whenever I would find other targeted individuals on YouTube or somewhere on the internet, but especially on YouTube, and I would leave a comment. Like, they definitely monitor us on YouTube, right? Whoever they are, which is, it could be handlers, it could be elite, it could be whoever is hacked in and watching us. But they definitely watch us, okay? I know they at least watch me. So if they would find that I would go on another TI's channel and I would leave comments under their videos, the next day or the next couple of days, I would wind up getting those same kind of attacks. Like if a TI made a video like this that happened right here the day before, I had commented on another TI's video. She happened to be a girl, and they had like this huge blimp outside of her apartment window, and they would not move it. Like, it was crazy, and it was just super crazy. And then here we go. The next day is this crazy, it's not a blimp, but it's like this crazy thing just going through the sky over and over and over and over again. And I've never seen this before in my life. And that is just one of the many instances that they have done this to me, whoever they are. Now, also keep in mind that this is Friendswood, Texas. This is probably NASA, the headquarters for NASA, which is in Webster, Texas. Is probably about 10 minutes from here. I have also lived by NASA since I was 7 years old. Well, I was probably about an hour away from NASA when I was 7, but since later down on in my 20s, is when I was living super close to NASA, which I thought was really, really interesting, having to do with my targeting and being a TI, and also with my childhood, which I find is really interesting as well. So wondering how they did this and what this is. So if anybody has any knowledge on what this is, you can definitely zoom in and try to get a good look. It is not a drone, okay? It is definitely not a drone. I have zoomed in and looked at this. It is not a drone, okay? It looked like a bullet. It looked like, and it's not, of course, no spacecraft or anything like that, but this was a weird day for sure. Now you do see this maroon car sitting here at the bottom. When I don't know if it was edited out or when it first started, but you will see a blue car come in. We know the blue and the red are deep state harassment color code vehicles. And of course, we got the whites, but I really wasn't paying attention to that at the time. But this was crazy. And I also noticed now, back to what they'll do with the harassment, is now that I am putting these videos out on my channel, I will notice down here in my state that I'm living in now, they are now trying to, like, if I put a video out about the color code harassment with the white vehicles, I've never really, well, I have received that down here, but they're trying to like copy that now down here. Whatever video that I'm putting out that I happen to put out for that day or for the week, they are now trying to really hit me hard with that down here. And I'm finding that quite interesting. So it definitely lets me know that they're watching. And I've also been getting hit extremely hard with the dues, and I have been documenting that. And I will be putting that out very soon. But they've been hitting me with the dew attacks on my ears and knuckles for quite some time, which I do have documented and I will be rolling out. But since I've started this YouTube channel and have been, putting out the footage, they've been hitting me hard, especially like now when I'm editing, because I don't get home till about 10 o'clock, sometimes a little bit after, from working in the evenings. So I stay up late to get my videos done and edit them and things like that. And they hit me hard when I'm in here doing editing, and, and they do that to let me know, hey, we don't like what you're doing. I want you to stop that. But of course, I'm not going to stop. But anyways, if anybody has any clue or wants to comment on what they think this is or was, I would really appreciate that. But this was definitely a crazy day and a crazy experience. But just as I like to say, just another day in targeted TI land, right? I mean, I have gotten used to these crazy experiences and supernatural experiences for sure. I mean, if you just look, like, as I've been talking, I'm trying to make a voiceover for as long as the video. As I've been talking, I'm just sitting here rewatching this, and this just bullet just coming through and it's starting over. Oh, and I was also thinking about Bluebeam. Were they wanting to see my reaction? I do also feel that this was kind of maybe a test run for Bluebeam. Me and my daughter have also seen airplanes literally stopped in the sky. And I know that they say that, I've seen it on YouTube and stuff like that, shorts. Well, they say, people have posted it, but they say it's like some type of phenomenon. I forgot what it's called, the name of it, when you see something. No, we've seen so many of them. I also have things of that too, videos of that where they're just stopped in the sky. And I believe a lot of those where they're just hanging in the sky, they're not moving at all. I believe a lot of those are Bluebeam as well. They're not real. They're a projection, because we know when, that they're going to use all those blue beams and stuff like that in the last days. And that's how they're going to do like a fake rapture. That's how they're going to do, when Jesus comes back with the Antichrist, when they present the false Messiah, that's how they're going to do that. All right. So God bless.